What's up, Gemini? So, I am hoping it's easy to hear me. I've rearranged some things and different setup. See how it turns out. Gonna get into your reading. This will be a reading for you from the time period of May 25th to May 31st. I'll go ahead and pull you a Mystical Shaman Oracle card and get your reading started. Insight, guidance, advice for Gemini. We are hitting a Mercury retrograde and we have a full blood moon in Sagittarius coming up the 26th. So it's going to get a bit interesting with our communication and thought processes. It's going to affect different people and different signs differently. Insight, guidance, advice for my Geminis. Hoping these audio settings I'm using now will be good. Not too loud, not too quiet. Got the Heart of the Sky. Beautiful card. Could be a stargazing, moon bathing, kind of just enjoying nature in its rare moments. Like a lot of people go out and enjoy nature, you know, when it's sunny, go hiking in the daytime, tanning and all that. But you know, you could be enjoying a nice swim on a lake or the beach at night, embracing, you know, you're good with your bad, seeing beauty and what we call the dark night of the soul after experiencing one. I know I definitely do, but it's a good, beautiful, mystic energy there with that card, the Heart of the Sky. You also could be seeing someone that way, like, you know, that's how they make you feel. They're just like beautifully majestic. Insight, guidance, advice, Gemini, May 25th to May 31st. So I'm hoping you guys like the setup. See how it looks tonight when I actually use my lighting setup and tweak some more things. Insight, guidance, advice, Gemini. Need to add some feng shui. You might be feeling like that too. Sometimes a change is good. Alright. Kept seeing it pop up. It is what it is. The Moon card. Yeah, you could be like embracing yourself in a new way. Things about yourself like you never really thought about that you're accepting, or kind of like seeing things in life differently. It's like, you know, it's the occult, the mysticism, you know, world of wonder, magic. It's also a card of a Cancerian Pisces energy. And you also could just be in a secretive time. A lot of people are very much so hermit mode right now, you know. They're trying to not be on social media as much. All those things. Yeah, this could be you, you know, in secret, balancing yourself out because, you know, you might have felt that this year, you know, a lot of people have taken advantage of you, and for some people, it's been a really dangerous year. A lot of people have gotten hurt over finances and stuff like that, and it's just like a sense of being secretive out of self-preservation. Like, we're in a time where we can't really talk too much about our successes in lives and life in general because, you know, there's a lot of people that would like to take those, or, you know, will come at you for sharing a moment of happiness because they're not in that space. And those of us that are in that space where we're experiencing happiness and things like that, be blessed, be humble with it, because it's really rare right now. I'm sorry if some part of the audio is too loud. There's supposed to be like a limiter to some degree. It's like sometimes it's too low, then it's too loud, but trial and error, figuring it out. Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, that's being balanced. And the Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, like she has a pentacle, it's a Seven of Pentacles. So it's like, yeah, you're working on yourself to better your own life, and you know, you're keeping a lot of maybe your accomplishments to yourself, because you don't want anyone to kind of like take away from that, like be negative towards your accomplishments. It can even just like real big energy of keeping your finances private, so you don't have people hitting you up like borrowing money, promising they're gonna pay you back when they're not, or you feel like they might not. Like my dad used to always say, never loan money that you can't afford to lose, and a lot of us can't afford to lose right now, like, even though we wish we could. Temperance, Sagittarian card. Equal give take, balance. You definitely could be like looking at your finances and figuring out what you have to cut out financially so you can afford to do other things. So a lot of like, you know, I feel like someone might just be balancing their checkbook here. Cutting out some extra expenses, like maybe there's something big you want to buy, or you want to start a savings fund, or have money for an investment, you know. It's kind of like canceling a few magazine subscriptions, figuring out if there's something you can buy somewhere cheaper. I don't know if a lot of people do that nowadays, like, you know, actually like balance a checkbook. I know I used to do mine for my dad, but you know, because everything's like, we got electronic statements and things that keep track of that now, so you could be looking at those. Four of Cups. Could be looking for some missing finances, or really just like going back, like, I feel like feeling like your money is gone as soon as you get it. This also could be like a financial opportunity coming towards you. Something like a blessing. And it feels like something you want, something you've been working towards, or something that will just really help you out. It's definitely time where you're using your intuition when it comes to a lot of decisions you're making in life. Just trying to, you know, keep everything balanced out, so this recession, and then I guess they say here soon we'll have an inflation, doesn't shake up your home, like, you know, your stability, your finances. The Magician, yeah, working towards manifesting stability, just being stable, making sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Yeah, like, so you can just keep moving forward and be a passionate, inspired, creative type person. Like, you know, I feel like it's like all to just like keep you happy. Like you're kind of being preparing, like, you know how they say prepare for the worst but hope for the best. You're just making sure in any scenario that could possibly happen with this year that you're going to have stable finances and be able to, you know, keep the roof over your head, make the car payment, be able to be a nurturing person for your family or your personal or your children. I'm gonna go ahead and get some clarification with the Destiny deck. What's this moon card about this Cancer energy? There's also a card of intuition, so just like intuitively, like you're knowing that this is what you should focus on. Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like, you can't really trust anyone else to take care of you. You can't really trust a job to be there at the end of the day. You just can't put it all in anyone's hands. So it's like you're moving in secret and in silent to make sure you and yours is covered. This is Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Four of Cups again. Yeah, I feel like, some of you guys, you got mouths to feed. You've got kids, you got a family. Like, they come to you. I want this for my birthday. The holidays, Christmas. Like Christmas, man. Sometimes we don't think about those things like that when we're financially struggling, especially in these times, because the financial struggle can be like so bad just to pay the bills. Like, we're not even thinking like, wow, what's Christmas gonna be like this year? Like, I don't know from personal experience because I don't have kids, but I have friends that have kids that they've been in financial struggles where I've literally handed them a few $100s and been like, look, this is to buy presents for your kids. Tell them it's from you. I don't care, because I've been in a room with friends that have a kid and seen the look of realization and hurt on their face when they realize they can't do anything for their kids for Christmas because the money went to bills. Like, tax turns went to bills so they could have the roof over them and their kids' heads. New school clothes and stuff like that. Five of Pentacles of the Queen of Pentacles goes back to the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. You might be head of household, provider, kids. Clarification for Temperance. Clarification for Temperance. Clarification on this Temperance is go give take. Fluidity. Six of Wands. For sure, like, yeah, you kind of want to be able to balance things financially, so mentally you can be balanced, so there's no conflict being aroused at home or at work over finances, that you can still enjoy days out, you can still enjoy life, and be able to celebrate the small things, like be able to take the family out to celebrate one of the family members' success, to be able to treat yourself and not cheat yourself. Like, it's almost like you're figuring out a way to move some things around. So even though, like, technically you might have to sacrifice a few things that aren't that important, so you don't have to sacrifice things that truly are important in the long run. Like, say you're paying for cable in the house, but everyone in the house is watching Netflix and on the internet. So what's the point of paying for cable? Cut the cable off. Say maybe you're one of those families that you have a house phone, but everyone in the house has a cell phone. Why are you paying that house phone bill? Turn it off. Everyone in your house has a cell phone. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Hearing like something about refinanced. Get something refinanced. I don't know if it's like a car or a house or something. A loan consolidated. Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles, which this usually reminds me of the Four of Pentacles. Like, yeah, you're trying to make sure that you have enough money in savings for emergencies, and you have enough. So, you know, when your kid or wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend is like, hey, I wanna, hey, can we, you know, and they're like, that you can, like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we should be able to spoil the ones that we love, especially if we know they're deserving of it. Like, and if you gotta move different, or, you know, make some little sacrifices to be able to do that in the long run, it'll be worth it. Magician. It's this Magician card. You're like manifesting stability in the future, like long term. The Queen of Wands. You definitely, I'm feeling here, could have a fire sign partner or Sagittarian partner. And I feel like you guys, you're gonna talk about this. You might have some disagreements of where you're cutting corners, this, that, and the third, how you're doing it. But you both will agree that it needs to be done, because at the end of all of that, it's the Ten of Cups. It's for the family. It's for everyone. So, do what you gotta do. Discuss it over. You know, kids or wife or husband might not like that they can't get this extra thing that they're used to getting, but, you know, if it means that they can have a good Christmas or birthday, maybe if they're old enough, just explain it to them. Like, kids are quite intelligent, and when it comes to family units and, you know, changes that we have to make as a unit, it should be talked about.